everybody. How's everyone doing? We will be looking at some assessments the Apple Hill District completed and talk about your next steps. As you know, 3 schools completed the Ohio State Test English Language Arts Assessment. This assessment is administered for grades 3 through 8 at the end of the year. Scores are reported in the areas of reading literary text, reading informational text, and writing. Let's look at the data from the assessments. I want you to talk to your table about some pros or cons or feedback that you have from the assessment process. What are some things you would want to teach before administering the assessment? Ohio scored in the 60th percentile for reading proficiency, and Apple Hill scored 62% proficiency. Based on the data from the assessments, I would focus on word recognition or word identification skills as an area of need for 3rd grade. Talk amongst your group, define word identification skills, and why they are important. As Gentry 2006, Harris and Hodges of 1995 defined word identification as the process of determining the pronunciation and some meaning of a word. Erie 2004 and 2005 identified 4 important pieces of the skills. They are decoding, analogizing, predicting, and recognizing whole words when reading. Do you use any of these skills in your classes? If so, how? Why are word skills word identification skills important. They rely on foundational reading skills such as phonemic awareness and phonics in order to strengthen comprehension and fluency skills. If students struggle to identify unknown words, then they will be more likely to struggle with comprehension and fluency skills later on. Barbara Combs on page 83 said, "The following conclusions are well supported from numerous studies on predictive relationships between reading constructs such as phonological awareness skills, word knowledge, and component reading skills. Decoding comprehension. Decoding and linguistic comprehension as early reading predictors are distinguishable from one another. Phonological awareness is a foundational skill for a word recognition, and word recognition is a foundational skill for comprehension, and both decoding and comprehension skills are essential in the development of skilled readers. We need our students to have strong foundational skills so we can build on these skills and help them become skilled, fluent readers. As some of us know from previous trainings or classes, there are multiple stages of reading and spelling. Most students will not be at the same level, and that is okay. The pre-alphabetic stage is where students are mostly using context clues, and they don't have letter-sound correspondence skills yet. The next stage is the partial alphabetic stage. Here, children may use a letter or two. The following stage is the full alphabetic stage. Here, children try to know all the letters and words and focus on one letter at a time while reading. The last stage is the consolidated alphabetic stage. Here, children use the automatic knowledge of words and letter sound correspondence skills that they have. There are also stages of spelling that correspond with these reading stages. They are the emergent letter name alphabetic stage, within word pattern stage, syllables and affixes stage, and derivational relation stage. Which stages of reading and or spelling are you currently seeing in your classroom? Why are we talking about implementing word identification strategies into third grade? Third grade is usually the time when we start to see a gap in our struggling or at-risk readers and their peers. What would you suggest implementing in your classroom in order to help your students grow? Some activities or strategies I would suggest implementing are activities where you model the lesson or desired outcome that you want. Sort and check. This is where you provide students with a list of words and or definitions that you are working with for the week. The students will put the words into categories based on the meanings of the words. When they are done, they'll check their answer with their partner. Provide student reflections. Provide ample opportunities each week for students to reflect on the new words they are learning, the poems they're reading, the stories they're reading, and the books. They can even reflect on just their daily experiences from week to week. Provide extensions and supportive materials for students who are struggling. Provide materials that are developmentally appropriate for all your students. Create puzzles or word games and mnemonics to help students learn new vocabulary and sight words. This will aid in the development of comprehension and fluency skills of your students. Create and implement new and familiar games that focus on decoding skills or sight words. Some examples are bingo, word ladder, sparkle, etc. For your district, I would provide some of the above-mentioned activities and strategies into your daily phonics instruction. Provide multiple opportunities for students to work with their peers as well as individual instruction. My resources are posted on the PowerPoint slides. Do you have any questions or concerns? Thank you for your time.